Hi everybody, this is Alice, Bejeweled Hedgehog, here for vlog number... It's been a while, so I don't know. I'll have to look it up before I put this thing on YouTube. Just here to say a quick hi and let people know I am fine-ish. The ish part is because, I'm basically fine, as you can see. Here I am. I have just really... I had a kind of a wicked depression. It hasn't been this bad in quite a while. I mean, like, a number of years. So I haven't been doing anything even remotely interesting. I mean, not that, I live this great, fascinating life. Anyway, but, the fascinating life that I had has been even more boring. Okay, so, let's see. Oh yeah, depression and, I have problems with anxiety as well. I don't really have anxiety attacks, thank God, anymore. Like I don't have panic attacks. Panic attacks are bad. But, I do kind of have anxiety attacks and just this generalized anxiety. And I've been having both recently. So on a normal day, which is just a day, I can get these feelings of like dread and doom and panic. And, it is not different from the day that came before. I guess one thing you can say in favor of anxiety is, it's at least not boring. Anyhow, let's see. I want to say thank you. I had no idea that just by stopping, vlogging for a while, I really had not meant to concern anybody or to, this is really embarrassing. I hadn't really thought it would be that noticeable, but it was, and many people were concerned about me, and I am so, so sorry. I get really... I guess, I don't know. Jamie Lola Tallulah, Poet Spice, sometimes refers to herself as a hermitress. And I guess that's what happens to me. I mean, I started out watching YouTube, when I first started watching it, and I watched it like, you would watch a TV show, you watch YouTube. But then when I started making my own videos, I really tend to perceive it now as interacting, as visiting. I mean, sort of with this weird time lag, because right now I'm talking to you and you're not talking back. But you will watch me, I will watch you, we will comment on each other, or I'll comment back and forth with people who, don't put up vlogs. So I see it as like visiting. And that's kind of why I think when I get depressed and I don't feel like going out or doing anything or visiting, I just tend to kind of wind down and stop. And that's also kind of why, I sort of disappeared from Facebook, because I am not really all that good at just looking at things without, responding to people. So when I get like this, I just sort of pull into a little, a little shell, a little lump. My sofa becomes my very best friend. So anyway, I am really fighting to pull myself out of it. Thank you everybody who sent me messages. I think I responded to some people and I didn't to others. And oh God, that is not a reflection of liking or disliking or any of that. Sometimes when I want I just sort of dig myself into holes. I swear it's like I was born with a shovel. When somebody will send me a message, I'm like so touched, I want to say something really, really nice back. But then I'm feeling tired, and I'm feeling flat, and I'm feeling blah, and I can't think of anything wonderful to say, so I just don't say anything at all. I know, this does not make sense. Anyway, what I came on to say other than hello, I've been feeling like crap. No, I haven't been doing anything interesting. Oh, that's one thing. I may not have been vlogging, but that's okay. You didn't miss much. I've even gotten weepy. see, I have, well, I always kind of have this Kleenexes around because I suffer from allergies and just about everything under the sun, but now they've been weepy things too. So anyhow, what am I trying to say? You know, this could be like a fill-in-the-blanks vlog. I just sort of sit here and look at the camera for a few minutes, and then you just pretend I'm saying something interesting. But anyhow, let's see. What do I do when I am depressed? I read, and it's sometimes because I just want to be away from everything, and reading is, you know, for me like the magic open door. So what I have been reading, the whole gamut. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Terry Pratchett. I mean, absolute silliness. The Discworld series. And I found out that Netflix actually has like a 2-part miniseries. I think it was probably on BBC. I think it's the first book is called The Color of Magic. Anyway, so if you have Netflix and you want just a little taste of Terry Pratchett's ridiculous humor, you can stream Color of Magic and take a look at that. So anyway, I have been reading silliness. I've been reading mysteries. I found a new science fiction writer, C.S. Friedman. I love big, epic, swallow you up in the middle of it kind of science fiction. So far, George R.R. Martin is, the very best. The TV show, no offense to its fans, doesn't begin to compare with the books. It's like a world you can step into, and you literally, it takes a couple of minutes, and then when you start reading, everything around you just fades, well, at least for me. And C.S. Friedman has 2 trilogies and then a couple of standalone books. And her first trilogy is called the Coldfire Trilogy, and I listen to that, while I do crocheting. And then she has another one called the Magister Trilogy, and that one I am reading in, paperback. So anyway, yeah, reading. I have been through really bad depressions before, and thank God I'm not, the really cool thing about YouTube is that I don't have to keep up any pretenses, because if I annoy you, you can just click the little X and make me go away, and I just wish I could click on so many little X's during the day and make people just disappear from my field of vision. But anyhow, let's not, oh gosh, anyway. No scratching at my head or anything. No, there's nothing wrong with my head. I just have this nervous habit of tugging at my hair. But I got this really nice short summer cut, and so when I tug at it, it very often stays in place with some kind of unusual results. So yes, I love the coolness and the quickness and the easiness of the short hair. But I just have to be aware that my typical habit of running my hands through my hair makes me look like, I don't know, spiky, I guess. So anyhow, where was I? I have no clue. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have gone through, the cool thing about YouTube is I can just go ahead and be upfront. I can talk to people about depression, and I have been getting amazing support from such kind and wonderful, wonderful people. Charmaine, my little sister in another state. You've just been so encouraging and so supportive, and thank you. And Jamie Lula Tallulah, hi Poet Spice. Oh, she sent me this wonderful, wonderful card, and it's one of these amazing cards where it has a cute little note in it, and then it has all these different places to write things. And, typical of me, there are lots of quotes that I really like. Oops, sorry. I am looking at the card and not showing it to you. Isn't this wonderful? I just love this. Anyway, and I think what I'm going to do is I keep coming across quotes and things that I find encouraging. I think I'm going to make this a little encouragement booklet. And I am going to, sorry, I keep looking at it and not at the camera, who knows what you're seeing. And so I'm going to take my little encouragement booklet after I put my quotes in it and kind of like carry it with me wherever I go. So, anyway, thank you all for your kindness and your love. And it means so much to me, and I return it, tenfold. Yeah, I am not going to the last really, really bad big depression I had was before the nieces were born, where I just went for months, literally. You get up, you go to work. Well, I get up, I go to work. I came home, and that was it. I went absolutely nowhere, did nothing, didn't keep up with my friends. And that's not as hard as you would think, because to tell people, oh, I'm really busy at work, or I just whatever, and you can just kind of fade away, and people don't notice that much. But anyhow, yeah, I just went for months like that, and it took a really, really long time to come out of it. Didn't do anything. It was just pretty awful. The one good thing about the nieces is, the one good thing, one of the millions and millions of good things about them is they never stop. No matter what happens to me, they are always there. And so because of them, I really push myself to keep up with them. And, I can't fade out of their lives for more than a few days. So, yeah, it kind of, I don't know, not talking all that well at the moment, but yeah, they kind of keep me focused and don't let me completely close up into that little shell. Because, Auntie can get quiet, and, they know that Auntie takes medicine because, well, the older two understand the term depression. But somehow or the other, having them there, I can always push myself and pull through for them, no matter what. So anyway, there's a point to this somewhere. But, yeah, so I'm going to just I've made a decision that once I got over the hump and started, have made this vlog, I think I'm going to vlog my way out of a depression. So my goal, I keep them short now, for the moment, and not too, overwhelmingly big. So I'm just going to randomly pick 30 days. So is this the 24th? I'm always getting this wrong. It's the 23rd. Okay, from now until September 23rd, I'm going to put up a vlog a day, and even if it's just, hey guys, blah. That way, I don't know. If anybody else out there is depressed or has issues with things, you can kind of watch me pull my way out. I'm on medication, so, in that regard, I'm fine. It's just a matter, there's an element of discipline to it, I guess. I have just decided, and a lot of this has come from advice from many lovely people, and of course my lovely sister Charmaine, to just try and do something every day. Color, do a little bit of crocheting, do something. So I actually have been, let's see, what instead of focusing on the negative, let's focus on the positive. On the positive, the chemo caps that I always get, Creativeville, Crafty People, I get these things, or is it Crafty People 2 or something? Anyway, Creativeville. did a chemo cap thing. And so I did a pile of chemo caps, which I will show on Monday after I wash them and before I send them off to Sissy Knitting. Hi, Kim. Anyway, so yeah, I have been doing chemo caps because there's something relaxing about doing simple hats. It's just, I think they're fun. And even when I don't have that enthusiasm, like, ooh, I can't wait to try this, or what will this happen if I do that, I know that I can do them, and it's very relaxing to just do the simple, easy beanie. So, of course, variegated yarn, brightly colored yarn. I love variegated yarn because when you are at a loss for anything creative, the yarn does it for you. So anyway, yeah, so for chemo caps, I have been doing those. I bought a bunch of yarn from Knit Picks. I'm not going to show you all of it. I'm just going to pull up a few little pieces. A bunch of different colored, and I just happened to pull out some of the more neutral colors. This is sport weight yarn, and what's really cool about it, there we go. See how fine it is? It is incredibly soft. It is so soft that I am considering, even though this is, like for baby stuff, for baby blankets, it just doesn't compare to those huge balls that you can get, discount huge balls of sport weight yarn. But it is incredibly soft. It's organic cotton. It is not dyed. I mean, the dye is not organic. The dye is regular. But it's amazingly soft and fine, and some of the chemo caps I made out of my stash of Lily Sugar and Cream, and then some of them, including one I'm working on right now, I am making out of this. And you can see how nice and thin it is. And these chemo caps are really cool because they're so fine. I'm using an E-hook on this. And yeah, this one is a little tedious. This is back loop, half double crochet. And just to give it a little texture, keep it simple, but give it a little texture. And yeah, with the E-hook, it's taking a lot more time than I thought. But anyway, so I'll show all those on Monday. But yeah, doing it in the sport weight yarn, look at it just crumbling up so nice and soft. Let's see. I got really frustrated because, I just adored Poet Spice's July Art Journal Challenge, because that opened up a whole new world of art for me, and I'm sure I've rambled on and on about this in the past. And I had started acquiring some new art skills and blah, 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 and then I just sort of lost my big, exciting enthusiasm for everything. But the funny thing is, even while staying at my own, not expanding my skill level, I always like to get better at what I do. Once I got over the initial hump and started doing art again, I wanted to, of course, learn new things and do more things and get better at what I was doing. But I've just kind of come to accept that for now, because I am both busy and not feeling that creative urge, that I would just stick with my skills exactly where they are and try and keep up with it anyway. And one thing that I did do is I bought one of these sketchbooks. At one point they were on sale, buy one, get one free, I think at Michael's, or maybe it was AC Moore. I always get them mixed up. But anyhow, so what I did was, my goal was to carry a sketchbook around with me and learn how to draw and get better and better, blah, blah, blah. But I just carry the sketchbook in my purse, and I have not done a lot in it, but I find it very soothing to just draw without trying to expand my skills or anything fancy. So I thought I would just show you. This one is unfinished because honestly I got very bored of doing like the little doodles in the background, so I figured one of these days when I was less bored with it I would come back. But it was really nice and relaxing to do that pretty colorful thing in the middle. I have no idea what most of these things are, by the way. Doodles of little faces. Oh, that's like a little imp elf thing. And flowers. And, you know, no particular skills increase or anything, just the same old stuff that I normally do. A series of little faces. A wild scribble. And I wrote, "My brain is a mess." I don't even know if you can see that. No rhyme, no reason, my brain is a mess. Fix it. The fix it was me, of course. I'm the only one that really can. This little doodle, I actually really, really like this. I mean, it was just shapes, random shapes, and then it kind of reminded me of a flower. I don't know whether it's unfolding or wilting, because some of the petals seem to be coming out. So I did this part in green to make it look kind of leaf-like. And this is another thing where you can just sit down and just kind of let your mind empty. And so without worrying about, you know, skills or perspective or shading or any of the things that I want to learn at some point, I just sat down and decided this is the stuff I'm going to do. And no, it does not represent anything in particular because I don't tend to draw that way. Just more strange little shapes. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is something, this is the other one that I actually really like. I kind of surprised myself. The colors, of course. Oh, I should tell you, I tend to use colored pencils. Because I don't know, I really like them. I have a set of, you know, I think it's 50 or 50 Crayola colors. Anyway, it's something like that. You know, it's a Crayola colored pencil big set. This is just a fish city. They can swim, they can walk. And now I kind of wish I had put fish in the sky instead of birds, because I thought that would have looked really cool. I also started drawing some of my feelings. This is like, I don't know, I just wrote anxiety, madness, and fear. This is sort of the fairy godmother that is not nice. She has blood dripping down her fingers. Scary, wicked eyes. Oops. This is just a scary, nasty... Ah, you're going to get seasick by the time I ever center my stuff. A scary, nasty thing, and yes, I did put blood on its teeth. Little creatures. This, I guess, is what anxiety and uncertainty sort of looks like to me. Oh, I did an owl. I'm very, very pleased with this one. Nothing I do is really realistic, because I think if I ever develop a style, it's probably going to be a more whimsical style. Which is why the tree branches don't really look like trees, and the leaves are, you know, sort of disproportionate. But anyway. And this picture, I know, you know, the sizing of things is all kind of off, but the fish and the flowers. Basically, I just wanted to see if I could draw a flying fish, and I did. And then I just started adding things. And I put one of those little kawaii faces on the cloud. And then I had yet another bad day. So I drew anxiety attack. I wrote anxiety attacking, fight back. And there it goes. Did I do anything else? Yes. I decided I have a stamp that says I am awesome. And I just did it in a bunch of different colored inks. And then I colored in the stamp. Yeah, I know this is not like Michelangelo material. And then I just doodled around it. Because you know what? We don't tell ourselves nice things often enough. And especially when I feel like this, I'm actually mad at myself, too, for being depressed. It's like, Really, Alice, can't you get a grip? I mean, you're 50, you've had a lot of practice. Get a grip on something. But you know what? So it's so easy to just go through life and not ever saying anything good about myself. In fact, it's something that you're always told, don't be boastful, don't brag, pride goeth before a fall. But then again, there are people like me who seem to be severely lacking in self-esteem. Do you know, if I could trade body fat for self-esteem, I would be set to go. And my belly would be gone. I would be so happy. But it doesn't work like that. So anyhow, yeah, I just took an entire page and told myself I am awesome. And it feels kind of weird. It actually feels kind of weird to stamp. Well, the stamp says awesome. And I added the I am above it, and then I colored in and, all that stuff. So, anyway, I am here. I am alive. I am kicking. And I made a video. I made a long video. Okay, well, that's what I do, I guess. All right, tomorrow I'll try and have an adventure. Get abducted by aliens. Do something interesting. Anyway, thank you for watching me. I am stunned and floored by it. Some people seem to find me interesting. I guess it's time I start trying to find myself interesting too. Anyway, that's it. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.